Hello students, today we will discuss next stanzas from the poem Sorrow written by P.B.Shelley. Students, in our previous lecture we discussed first two stanzas of the poem Sorrow, and in this is the image of P.B.Shelley, the English poet. As in our previous lecture, we discussed that this poem Sorrow, it presents or it talks about different types of effects of grief on different people. Some people go into uh, depression, or they are dismayed, or found the world empty when they are in grief. And some people who are thick skinned, they are satisfied and they enjoy the present moment, in spite of spoiling their present time. They try to enjoy the present moment of their life. So let's today begin with the next stanza from the same poem Sorrow. The heart that bears deep sorrow's trace, what earthly comfort can console? It drags a dull and lengthened pace, till friendly death its woes enroll. The sunken cheek, the humid eyes, even better than the tongue can tell, in whose sad breast deep sorrow lies, where memory's rankling traces dwell. The heart that bears deep sorrow's trace, what earthly comfort can console? It drags a dull and lengthened pace. So, according to the poet P.B.Shelley, the people who are sensitive, they bear the shock of sorrow. They tolerate the shock of sorrow or the grief. Sorrow goes deep into their hearts. The heart that bears deep sorrow's trace. The sensitive people go, they tolerate the shock of sorrow, and sorrow goes deep into their hearts. What earthly comfort can console? The poet says that there is no worldly comfort or any ointment that can heal their wounds, that can console them, means that can heal their wounds. It drags a dull and lengthened pace, till friendly death its woes enroll. The poet says that nothing can give comfort to the sensitive people, and nothing can give them consolation. It drags a dull and lengthened pace, till friendly death its woes enroll. The journey of life of such people who are sensitive is sad, dull, and lengthened pace means the journey of sensitive people is very sad and long in this world. Lengthened means very long. Their life of the journey of their life is sad and long in the world, till friendly that death its woes and roll. It is dull, boring, and listless. The sunken cheek, the humid eyes, even better than the tongue can tell. Their sorrow, such people, they welcome death as a friend, and their sorrows come to an end only with their death. The sunken cheek, the humid eyes, even better than the tongue can tell. The poet says that the sunken cheeks and the humid eyes and the wet eyes, tearful eyes of sensitive people tell the tale of their sorrow, of their unhappiness, far better than their tongues, in whose sad breast deep sorrow lies, where memory's rankling traces dwell. Sorrow lies deep in their heart like a heavy load, because there are painful traces of memories in their heart. So, for sensitive people, sorrow lies deep in their heart like a heavy load because there are painful traces of memories in their hearts. So, this is the third stanza. Let's now discuss next stanza. The rising tear, the stifled sigh, a mind but ill at ease display, like blackening clouds in stormy sky, where fiercely vivid lightning play. Thus, when soul's energy is dead, when sorrow dims each earthly view, when every fairy hope is fled, we bid ungrateful world adieu. The rising tear, the stifled sigh. In these lines, the poet says that sorrow causes the greatest suffering for the people who are sensitive minded. Sorrow goes deep into their minds or into their hearts. Tears, there are tears and in their eyes, and there they have sunken cheeks. Their mind is never at peace or never at comfort because they feel restless due to sorrows. The rising tear, the stifled sigh, a mind but ill at ease display. So their minds are always, and, their minds are never at ease or at comfort. Like blackening clouds in stormy sky, where fiercely vivid lightning play. Thus, when soul's energy is dead, when sorrow dims each earthly view, when every fairy hope is fled, we bid ungrateful world adieu. The poet says that these things, like rising tear, stifled sigh, mind not at comfort, all these things reveal the deep sorrow in the hearts of sensitive people. Sorrow remains hidden in their heart as lightning remains hidden in the dark clouds. Blackening clouds means dark clouds. So sorrow remains hidden in the heart of sensitive people like the lightning remains hidden in the dark clouds when there is a storm in the sky. When sorrow dims each earthly view, when every fairy hope is fled, we bid ungrateful world adieu. When all energy of the soul comes to an end, man gets ready to leave the world. When all energy of the soul comes to an end, at that time man gets ready to leave the world, to go from this world. When every fairy hope is fled, we bid ungrateful world adieu. When the poet says that all hopes are dead and gone, and that is the very time when we bid farewell, we say farewell to the world which is so thankless or ungrateful. The sorrow leads to death. So the poem is about the effect of sorrow on different people. So students, we have discussed whole of the poem yesterday and in today's lecture. So tomorrow we will continue with our next lecture. Thank you. Thank you very much.